I need to be sure that my audio is. I'm really sorry I had to end stream because my small me was not showing and I hated it so bad. Like I really hated it. Because why won't you be showing? That's like that's like what I wanted. Like, and it wasn't showing. So but like I've gotten it to work now. So we are back, we are live, we are here. So um main screen. Huh? Okay, I think I need to move this to the side. Yes, sir. Let's quickly set this thing on OBS. You guys would set up my mic with me today. My main screen is up, is active. This is my main screen. My monitor. Okay, okay, okay. Then the zoom. Okay, I think everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah. So everything is good. So my main screen, my stream monitor. Yeah. So you can just keep this part of the video. To be honest, just keep this part of the video. I'm really sorry. I'm showing you all these unnecessary things. So like I was saying before, right? So once you discover all these things, right, it helps you to like what it helps you to do is that it helps you to like um discover more directories, right? And when you discover more directories, your attack surface increases. Yes. So now we found slash console, right? So we found slash console, and now we need a pin. Now something we could do, we could try a brute force attack, but I don't think that's the path to go because if you check here, for those that are installing, for those that are going to install your VulnBank via your Docker, so if you check here, once you start up your VulnBank, it shows you like a pin here, a debugger pin here. All right. So that debugger pin now, we can now then use it. So use the debugger pin, send confirm pin, and we are into the console. All right. This is looking like a Python. Okay, it's the Python console. So let's try to do print. Let's do print test. Let's just see. Print test. So let's see. Not found. Let's put in our pin again. Print. One. Not found. I don't know why it's saying not found. But we can move on to other parts of our attack. Yeah, we can move on to other parts of our attack because I don't know why it's saying not found. Um, so now what we can now do is to what's it called? So what we can now do is to log into the application again, right? So let's log into the application again. So sign in. Um, so there's a particular attack I want to display. Um, particular attack I want to display because yeah. So there's a particular attack I want to display. Because I told you earlier that I actually created like some users before. So when I was creating those users, in the slash register endpoint, there is like a very interesting thing in the slash register endpoint. So let's get this out of the way. So what's showing on my screen? Yeah, so there's a very interesting thing in the slash register endpoint. So if we come, let's sign in as Carlos Peter. Yeah, so I said the slash register endpoint. So if I do register, so let's create a new account. Now when creating this new account, there's something interesting we need to like also look at, right? Where's my notion? So the interesting thing we need to look at is if you see the when you're creating an account, right, it has this endpoint where you could append, yeah, where you could append some things, right? So our new user would be um let's create two new users, right? So new user would be, what user can I think of? Tinubu. Let's create a user Tinubu. Tinubu. Tinubu and password of Peter. Peter, right? So create account, send that to repeater. So you see when you create that account, right, there are two important things you need to look at. So you see this is admin is false, right? You could use it to like conduct like a broken function level authorization attack, right? So let's create another user, but this time we are going to append that user with that stuff that we just spoke about. So um come here, is admin is true, add a comma here and change this to true. Then you can also increase your balance. You can also get to increase your balance by doing this. Balance is equals to this. So but then let's say the balance is, what balance do you want to give ourselves? Well, I want big, well, let's say, okay, let's give ourselves 10 billion. 10 billion. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Am I correct? 3, 3, 3, yeah. So, but now you can change the user because it tell user already exists. So let's change the user to Obi. Obi. Yeah. So Obi and Peter. Peter Obi. So send, and yes, the user gets created. His admin is true and his balance is this. Now, this is a classic broken function level authorization attack because this function, when I mean function, so this function is admin is true and balance are not supposed to be appended by like a regular user, because those are functions that could literally just give you admin rights, right? And is available, any user can just append it when they are creating an account. Let's log into Obi's account. So OBI Peter. Registration successful. OBI Peter. Oh, don't tell me this thing is case sensitive. It's case sensitive. OBI Peter. So yeah, this is our account and we have a lot of money. Then when we check, we also have the admin panel, because don't forget, like I said, that function you included, which is the is admin from false to true, that function you included, because normally when a new user is like creating an account, this is what they get to see. They get to see their username and password, right? But like as an attacker now, I can now append that request with the is admin, because if you check the response you got back, the response you got back is saying is admin is false because you are not an admin. So you are going to be created as a regular user because that function when it's being passed to your account is saying is admin is false. So um what we then now did was we took that function we took that function, so is admin is false, we took it, then we appended it as part of our on our slash register endpoint, we appended it and we got is admin is true, so we changed from false to true. Then the balance as well, because here let me show so that it doesn't look like we are hallucinating. So when we created this Tinubu user, right, if you look at the response that came back, so part of the response that came back was the account number, the balance, and the field that was registered. This function is admin is false, right? The registration time, server info, username, user ID, and things like that. Now, for one thing I know is that the developer is not supposed to pass this kind of thing in this response, because I mean if they are not an admin, you should not like spell it out that they are not an admin, right? This function is supposed to be restricted. It's supposed to just give you like the generic successful, like your account has been opened successfully, that kind of thing. But because it's being passed here, it gives us an hint of, okay, if we append this to our request body when registering, what then happens? And that's what we're able to do with this OB user. So we took that, appended it here, changed it from false to true. Then the balance, we increased our balance, and you can see we are created as that user, and we are created with admin right. So broken function level authorization. So let's quickly pen that down in our notes so that we can let's pen that down in our notes. Um, where's my proxy tab? So we'll start from here. So let's quickly pen that down in our notes. So where is it? Where's my notes? Yeah, VulnBank. So part of the so broken function level authorization slash heading to broken function level auth. Alright. So how are we able to do it? On the slash register endpoint. So let's go to the so on the slash register endpoint, right? When we try to register an account, um, on this on the slash register endpoint, when we try to register an account, we were able to get this, right? And so the key function here, we're able to get it. So we put it. So when we are now creating the OB user, we appended it with this, and we're quite alright. We're able to get. Let's take our screenshot again. So yeah, so that's what we're able to do here. So that's for the broken function level authorization, right? And it does not just apply to. So another thing I need to mention is that it doesn't just apply to maybe what's it called now, slash maybe admin is equals to true or things like that. Like it applies to different things of an application, or in an application rather. So let's come here. um, let's come here. So virtual card, no. Since we have, let's explore this admin panel too. So let's even see this admin panel. So in our admin panel, the admin panel, obviously admin panel gives you like a large overview of what's happening on your application. So I'll show you our admin panel. So for our admin panel now, we can see all the users. Oh, something interesting. Take a look at this endpoint. Take a look at this endpoint. Super secret admin. Super secret admin. All right. But before I should, okay. But when we did our fuzzing here, the endpoint never appeared here. So how was that endpoint gotten? All right. So let me quickly demonstrate how that endpoint was gotten, and we continue. So let's log in as a regular user. So sign in as, let's log in as uh, Tinubu and Peter. Tinubu and Peter here. So sign in. But I want to capture the dashboard request. Oh, is a capital letter Tinubu. Yeah, so the dashboard request. Alright, so once I send this, so take a look at this dashboard request now. So in the dashboard request, um, response rather, if we search for, let's search for, let's search for super secret admin. Alright, so search for super secret admin. You see there are no account of super secret admin. Right now, how that super secret admin was, or how would you get that if you didn't force, is by attacking the JWT. Because when I was like looking at the lab, I found out that once you attack the JWT token and you're able to like get a successful JWT, you would get the admin. Yeah, so let's see if we can get like the JWT extension, JWT editor, JSON web token. I think this is it. I think it's JSON web token. So install this extension, right? So once you install this extension, it makes life really easy. So repeater, so you see, so this is the JWT extension here. So you can kind of, I think there's another one. Let me install the other one, editor. So install editor as well. So the reason you are doing this is because when you're trying to attack this JWT, right, you can use different tools to attack JWT, right? So they just went looking. I think this is it here. So now, if I do attack, we can try different kind of attack, right? So let's do weak HMark secret, and you can see the secret is here, secret 123. Now let me quickly explain so that I don't lose, you, right? So let me explain what's happening. So what's happening is really simple. That's my OBS main screen. So what's happening is really simple, right? So what's happening is that the JWT is signed with a weak HMark secret. So that HMark secret, if it's signed with a weak HMark secret, it can be easily brute forced, right? You can do this manually because when I attempted this lab previously, I used JWT2 from Integrity. So there's a tool from Integrity called JWT2, right? CLI, and I was able to like get this same secret. But then I found out that you could just use this BOP extension, right? So it just makes life easy. So now, um, when you so you see this, right? This JWT here, right? So this JWT token is what is being decrypted here, right? My monitor is what is being decrypted here, right? And you're seeing this admin is false again. Now, for we to edit this thing, you need the secret, what is used to sign it, right? So if you don't have that key that is used to sign it, you cannot sign this JWT. But now, because we have the key, and the attack we did was, let me click on copy secret first. So the attack we did was this weak HMAS secret, because that's what is being used to sign. So to sign it, let's increase this so you can see. So admin to true. So sign. So it's telling us to sign um the okay. Is that, have we signed it? Is that it? I think that's it, guys. So let's, so his admin is true, so sign. I think that's it. Yeah. Should I do this? No, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. Let's just do don't modify. Let's do not modify headers. Do not modify headers. So let's take this and let's see if we're going to get, so repeater, and you know it's a slash dashboard, right? And we're searching for this, right? So let's take this now and paste it here. Oh, still the secret to copy though. Let's go back to uh, JSON web token, JSON web editor, token, config. Oh, we need to sign in again. So Ctrl Z Z Z Z. Yes. So let's capture another dashboard request. So just capture another dashboard request. Yes. Send it to repeater. Forward. What's that keyword we're searching for? Super secret admin. Paste. So see, still zero match. Now let us attack it again. Weak mark. So this is our secret here. Close. Change to TRUE. Then sign. Okay. So it changed. So you see it changed. Alright, so copy that, then replace with this. I don't still understand why it's not copy. So copy, 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 copy. So replace with this and send. And you can see one match. Because so what happened right now is that, because so let's take it, let's take it again. Let's take it again. Let me move to my main screen. So let's take it again. So what happened right there was that, because um we could attack our GWT token. So because we could attack our GWT token, we're able to like get the HMAC secret key. So after getting the HMAC secret key, we're now able to like sign it, because the HMAC secret key is what is used to sign like that JWT token. Now, and what did we sign? So that's the important question. So what did we sign? So look here. So we signed this payload, all right? So for every regular user, their admin is equal to is false because they are not an admin, or right, or they don't have admin privileges. So any regular user that does not have admin privileges, is you will see false there, right? But we're able to change from false to true because we got the HMAC secret, right, when we attacked it. So, and the secret is secret 123. It's a very weak secret password or key to use. Now, when we signed it, we now copied the new JWT token that we signed. Then we pasted it in this token for this regular user. And when we sent it, the admin dashboard is showing up for us now. Can you see? If you render it, um, okay, you see it's showing admin, right? So that is, let's also do, that's a new finding, the JWT attack, JWT token attack here. So because we're able to attack that JWT, so let's bring that here. Let's bring that here. So JWT attack. Um, so how were we able to do it? Let's go back. So we're able to do it like this, like this, like this, like this. So this is how we're able to do it, right? So you request for a dashboard login, right? So in the dashboard login, you request for a dashboard login, right? Then this is work professional level ups, okay. GWT attack. We didn't edit, though. We need to put an heading. Heading 2 GWT attack. So paste that right here. So request for the dashboard. After you request for the dashboard, then what you then do is you come here. You can install these two extensions, right? Then under the extensions tab, right, you'd click on attack, right? Oh, okay, yes. So click on the attack, and the attack we want to do is this HMAC with secret key. Uh, this is the attack we are doing. So paste it in the Notion notes. So JWT attack. Right. So after you've done that, so when you attack it, see the secret key right here, secret 123. This all pops up. So copy that as a screenshot as well. Secret 123. Right. Then sign it. So change to TRUE, then sign. Yep. So sign it and watch the token change. So okay, and watch the token change. So when the token changes, you then copy it or paste it, send, and quite well you could see this. So that's how you do it. That's how it's done. Um, this and this is what changed. So also put that in your Notion notes. So So yeah, so now let's continue exploring the application as well. So right here, our admin panel, we have a lot of users that we can delete. I want to delete some users. Let's refresh. I know, but that is it. So when you attack that GWT, it's temporal, because once you like um log in on another like tab, since it's going to print a new JWT token for you, you are not going to have that admin right again. So the JWT attack for the admin right is very temporal, right? So the best way to be persistent admin is by the broken function level, which we explored. So admin panel users, I want to delete some users. So let me delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. So we have Carlos, Winner, Carlos, Montoya, even Peter self, delete it. So we have this amount of users, right? Then the admin can approve loans or not. Then settings, like can create admin, then dashboard and the likes. But let's run through the application. Um, I'm logging in as Peter, right? So winners rather, winner Peter. So let's log in as him. So now what we want to explore these virtual cards. Now for virtual cards, let's explore any vulnerabilities we can find on virtual card. Yes, so I think that is something we can do. Exploring vulnerabilities we can find on virtual cards. So um how is this max stressing? Yeah. So 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 new card. Also, I forgot to turn on my response so that you can capture request and response. So card limit. Oh, you could sort of want, let's do 1,000 Nigerian naira big standard. So let's create card, but let's capture the create card request. So create card, Peter. So create card. So now we have, let's refresh. How do we see our cards? Okay, virtual card, view cards. Okay, okay. So what can we then do? Can we create a card with a negative value? Oh, quite alright, we can. Quite alright, we can. Quite alright, and that's not supposed to be possible, right? Can we say for the card limit we want infinite amount of number? Let's say 10, 0, all zeros, all zeros, all zeros, then send. Okay, must be 8. So send again, send again. So we can increase our card limit to this amount, right? So another interesting feature, so let's quickly flag the fact that negative value on card. Yeah, so let's quickly add that because you're not supposed to do negative value. So negative value on card um when generating a card, so that's not supposed to be so. So negative value on card issuance. Their heading, where did I forget the heading? So negative value on card issuance. So that's a red flag because you're not supposed to like be doing like having like negative values on your cards. I don't think that is the way the system is supposed to work. So another thing we need to do is um so after we said the negative value on cards, I saw some interesting features on our card, which is we can freeze card. Let's see how freeze card works. Right. And when I'm thinking of this attack, so this is what I want people to understand. So for every function, like for every supporter, so for every um function you are seeing on an application, right? And you say, okay, let's explore this function. One thing you should be thinking of the top of your head is, what can I try when I'm thinking about this function? Do you get? So now, for freeze card, can I freeze another person's account? Can I fund another person's account? Can I check the history of other card details? So those are things you now begin to look at. But before that, let's log out and also create like card for another user. So let's create card for Carlos. Right. So view card. It doesn't have a card yet. So 100, 1000, engine, standard, create card. Let's create another one of 10,000. And this one USD and premium, create card. Premium cards are really sweet. Let's create card of, yeah, so and the C, okay, is the CBE exposed? The card number is not maxed, but according to PCI DSS, these card numbers are supposed to be maxed, so you can flag that as well. But we've created this for him, right? So now let's do our freeze card. Let's see what happens when we freeze card. So freeze card. So host API freeze card, send card frozen successfully. Okay. Or did you notice anything? Card unfrozen successfully. Card frozen successfully. Card unfrozen successfully. So you can just turn it off and turn it off, right? But I'm seeing an ID here. If we do one, card frozen successfully. What does that mean? Whose card are we freezing? Let's log into let's log into winner and let's see. Let's see. Is any wow. Send. Wow. Wow. So another vulnerability has just occurred right here. So in the freeze card endpoint, right? So in the freeze card endpoint, what's happening is that users can freeze anybody's card, and I don't know why that's supposed to work. So I can freeze anybody's card in the sense that, so if you look at the API endpoint, let me put my monitor now. If you look at the API endpoint here that says, let me increase this a bit because I feel like it's kind of small. Display. I think it's the font I need to increase. Let's do 16. Yeah, yeah, that's better. So now if you look at this slash API slash virtual cards slash the number, the ID, then toggle freeze. But the funny thing is that this JWT, first of all, it belongs to Carlos, right? So if the JWT belongs to Carlos, why can he freeze? Why can he freeze winner's card? Because this is winner, and I think this is the card. This is the first card we created. So once I send card frozen successfully, right? Now, if I refresh this tab and scroll all the way down here, you can see his card is frozen. And that's not how it's supposed to work, because it's supposed to validate with the JWT token, because this JWT token belongs to Carlos, for crying out loud. So it's supposed to validate with the JWT token and now see, okay, this for this JWT token, like am I authorized to freeze this card? So that is broken access control, but for card freezing. So yeah, so second vulnerability has occurred. This second, I think for this stream we found like three vulnerabilities. What's the time? Wow, we saw in the stream almost one. So let's document that. So the heading 2 is what we need. So broken broken access control. So for the freeze card endpoint, any user can freeze other users card. So from this example we see here, frozen successfully, and we are freezing winners, right? Even when logged in as, where is it? Even when logged in as Carlos, we're able to freeze winners. So let me take that screenshot so it's clear. So um winner, even when we're Carlos, so that is another vulnerability discovered. Now let's not quickly skip that. Let's also see what are the things we can do for we can do details. Let's see details. For details, are we going to be able to, okay, update limit, update, we can update limit for any user as well, because it's still the same thing they are doing. So this is so bad. So this is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. So let's can we delete our card? um, Let me log in incognito so that I can show you guys. 127 1990. Got it. Log in as Carlos Peter. Yeah. So virtual cards. Yeah. So he has two cards. So if I do, I want to see what API endpoint. I want to see what card this is. This is the last card we created, right? So freeze. So this is card 5. So this is card 5. Drop that request. History. Aha. This is a very beautiful endpoint. So now we can, this is also, so send successful 2, send successful 3, send. So we've not used the card to purchase anything, so that's why. But we could literally, like, let's do a card that doesn't exist. 99. It still shows successful. What can we use our card to buy? Um, but before that, no, before that, we were looking at this update limit, right? So update limit for card 4, because this is who? This is winner, right? So this is winner. So this is his card. So this is the card 4. Now you won't believe if I update limit 4, because we know that um okay, the IDs are even showing here. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 I get. So we know that card 4 belongs to these two users, right? So let's say card 4 and 5. So let's do card 5. This is Carlos. This is Luna's token. So you see it's separate. So update. Let's refresh this. Can you see? So the the whole function level, or the whole authorization flow, or authorization check rather, for our card viewing, for our card update limit and the likes is just bad. So not just so, let's also take this. Let's take this. Woo! That's some good yawn on a good Friday. So let's take this and also document that finding. So all auth function function or checks on the application is broken. Alright? Because you could literally just do all these things. Now the third thing we've not explored is the fund. We've gone to details, we've done details, we've done update limit, we've done history, then fund, because fund card is a very fund card. I think I have a little bit of code. Fund card is a very important feature because 100. Let's see what happens. It is still, oh, this is bad. So the bad thing here is this thing right here. This thing right here. That's the bad thing. Because if you look at this, right, let's say this was the first card we created. So if we do fund card 1, that means you're funding another person's account. Card is frozen. Can you even imagine? This is the card, is frozen. Where's our freeze card? Where's one freeze? I think that's it. If I'm frozen it. Funding would exceed limit. Oh, insufficient main balance. Funding. But the point is, for this particular card endpoint, is broken, man, because you could fund another person's card, you could view another person's card, you could do a whole lot of things, and it's just broken. So let's move on to um let's move on. um so we've done the cards. Bill payment vulnerable to anything. Virtual card. Oh, we have different cards. Oh, now. Okay. Repayment, transaction, loans. So there are a lot of things that we could just leverage on. Alright. So the two things I'll just show before I end the stream is um it's the cross site scripting. For loans. For loans, you could literally just approve your own loan by hacking the JWT. After hacking the JWT, then you have access to the admin dashboard and you just approve your own loan. So that is also like a part to go, right? Because there's no way to approve your own loan here. Or can you take loan on behalf of other users? That's crazy. Let's try that. Can you take loan on that? Would be crazy, man. So submit request. Oh, okay. You can't. You can't. Cause that would just be crazy. Like that would just be crazy. Or you could just hmm. Now I'm sounding somehow because I was thinking you could just collect loan on an account that doesn't exist, but you have to create an account. So let's quickly move on to the admin dashboard because there are little things we need to explore before we finish. So dun, 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 what else? 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 Okay. Um. Hmm. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much. Or okay, let me just try one thing before I wrap up. Let's just try one thing before I wrap up. So on our slash register endpoint, let's try to register a user. We'll call this user Trump. Let's try to register a user like this. So script alert, then close it. Send. Bad character. Uh, Let me check for other XSS payload because it can't be telling me bad character. So let's just really check for other XSS payload. So this is one XSS payload. Register here. So send, and you see I registered as this username. So let's try the login because I don't even know how that's supposed to work. But let's try the login and see if we get like any cross-site scripting being reflected. So access denied. Yes, I thought as much. So control V, Peter, Peter. It's not gonna work because oh god, I don't even know. I don't even know what kind of username this is. but this is just sad. Now I can't even sign in. Oh, I think I'm the one that is not making myself sign in. Yeah, image slash. Okay, I think I think we can end the stream for today here. What we just look at when we continue from like next week's stream is we're going to look at this AI chatbot. Right, we're going to hack the AI chatbot. We're going to do SSRF and maybe check if there are some GraphQL endpoints we can also like uncover, and we'll wrap up because I just intend for this VulnBank to be three parts. So we did part one last 2 weeks, we did part two today, and part three is going to be coming up next week. So I mean, I'm so excited, like it's exciting. So I think final note. The final note will be um I'm going to be doing CPTS exam preparation live stream. So for the CPTS exam preparation live stream, it's going to be every Wednesday. So every Wednesday evening, we're going to be hacking live CPTS exam preparation. So if you are preparing for your CPTS exam, just join in the live stream and let's like prepare together. And also on Friday evening, we'll be in our live hacking session on Friday evening. Not just live hacking session, but research and different things. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.